All right, it is that time again. If you are interested in promoting your brand, your music, or even yourself here on Viral Hip Hop News, email me, Sam Ent, at dlsmediainc1 at gmail.com. Let's go.
And today, well, actually yesterday, but today it's even picking up even more that they're alleging that Diddy allegedly paid $1 million to have Tupac killed, as his name appears in court documents 77 times. I'm gonna play the clip from a local news station and we'll talk about it.
And we begin with that breaking news at the top of this hour. New court documents show that Duane Keefe D. Davis accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the court documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money. He also says that Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, who was the driver of the car that rolled up next to Shakur and Suge Knight on September 7th, 1996, near the Strip. Davis says that he was telling on himself and not trying to provide evidence against anyone else. He's accused of orchestrating the plot to kill Shakur. A trial date has been set now for some time in November.
What's your thoughts about that, man? Because the news broke yesterday, and I was like, that's my thought, and then right now, Diddy is not a suspect. What's your thoughts about Keefe D, man, trying to implicate Tupac in the murder of the late? Implicate Diddy in the late murder of the late Tupac.
I think it's bullshit, dog. I do. And the reason why I do is because it's such low-hanging fruit. It's such low-hanging fruit. We've heard Diddy's name in Biggie's murder. We've heard Diddy's name in Pac's. We've heard his name in a bunch of things. We've heard Greg Kading, the dude, the cop that investigated Tupac's murder. We've heard, I believe the cop's name his last name is Poole. His first name's not coming to me. He passed away when he was investigating Biggie's murder.
Yeah.
We've heard about cops' involvements, gang involvements, this and that, with people actually investigating who cared and wanted to actually see this shit happen. We ain't hear Diddy's name one time when it came to that, when it came to actual investigation. Not one time. We've had, when did Pac die? 96?
Yeah, man.
All this time. You mean to tell me something as small as a $1 million bounty couldn't have been found 2-3 decades ago?
Right.
I call him bullshit. I think Keefe D ran his mouth for a very long time in showing off and very arrogantly when it came to the murder of Tupac Shakur and his involvement, or who he knew and who he didn't know and who he was around. And then once he really got caught up and his feet got put to the fire, and even though I think that he's even being scapegoated, I think he's now trying to scapegoat Diddy because it's so easy to do in a day and age where you could put Diddy's name in anything and the shit seems like it'll stick. So now I'm calling bullshit right now, bro.
Yeah, I just don't believe it, man. It's something weird about it, because like you said, it's just been rumors. And logically, it kind of makes sense, because at the time, Tupac was Biggie's biggest threat, like music and in real life at the time. So and then you hear about all the stuff about Diddy putting hits on people, Diddy beating up this. So it makes sense that it possibly could be true. But where's the evidence, though? Just because this dude's saying it, don't mean that it's true. And why are you saying it now?
Exactly.
Now that you hemmed up, you looking to get charged. Now you running out squealing and shit like a pig and trying to implicate this dude. He's going through a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't think Diddy has nothing to worry about. I will be shocked, 100%, 1,000% shocked if he even became a suspect in this case. I don't care if it's in the court documents. Whatever. If me and you was in court and we said something, that would be in the court documents. What he's saying, Keefe D, is in the court documents, and they probably bringing it up. But what evidence do they have at this time? What I mean, that's so long ago.
Right.
Is it he say, she say? A lot of people done died. A lot of people passed away. I just don't buy it either, man. That's why we really wasn't quick to jump on it yesterday and talk about it, because it's just like, it seemed like a load of hogwash to me, man.
And I hate, I do, what I don't like? It always seems like we get on this platform and people going to perceive that we are protecting Diddy. I ain't protecting that motherfucking Diddy.
Right.
When we had Gene Deal on, and Gene Deal said a lot of things, has sensationalized a lot of things, but one story that he sticks to, and one story that's very consistent throughout, is the events that led up to Biggie's murder, and I believe him 1,000% when it comes to that. He was there. He talks about the warnings. He talks about the red flags that were there. He talks about how Diddy was nonchalant about how they moved in a place where this dude and his life was in danger, and he ended up passing away. I think if he would have listened to Gene Deal that night, I think Biggie would have lived longer, if not still be here. I don't deny any of that shit.
Yep.
But now we're bringing up Pac too. Now bringing up this, now we're bringing up that, and I question the source, bro. I really do. I question the source. I don't know if you heard it, old guy, but it was rumors going around that he was a confidential informant.
Yeah,
and he's been an informant for a long. Man, this circus just gets crazier and crazier. They bring out a different animal. It seems like every night of the week. I don't know what to believe anymore. But one thing I'm not gonna sit back and get on this microphone and say, "Oh, so yeah, I think he did it. I think he has something to do with Pac's murder. He's this. He's that." Man, look, nah, not till we see evidence. But I'm not putting on that on nobody until we see evidence.
Right.
Not
I think that's very well said, man. It's this dude been running his mouth for far too long. He needed to shut his ass up. Running his mouth and got his ass in this trouble and shit because people just can't be quiet. Once that check comes in for an interview, they gotta keep going. They gotta keep going. And to the point where you got guys actually making things up out here to keep the checks coming. When it comes to that point, you have sold out, in my opinion. You have sold your soul, in my opinion. Because now you're willing just to make up anything just for a check or do anything damn near for a check, even lie on a person, implicate a person in something that they didn't even possibly do. I don't know, man. It's just coming up, man. It's just like when I seen sucker dudes, I stayed away from them. Like, you know how you be in school, whatever, and you will hang up and you felt this dude's a sucker.
Yeah,
like I'm done with that nigga forever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, and we see so many sucker ends in this industry, personalities, clowns in here that is like, man, you kind of get that same type of feeling like being in school. Like, he's just a sucker. This dude's lying over here. He's a clown over here. He's a bitch over here. Whatever the case may be, and you just distance yourself from those people. So, yeah, I'm just. And more information comes out. They say, okay, well, we got this information or this person saying this and this. Then I'll believe it. Until then, this dude's a goddamn liar.
Hopefully they just selling their soul for money, because shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers that are out here selling their souls for some views and some clicks. And they sell their mama soul, their daddy soul, their children's soul, their whole family soul for some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, and like you said, bro, we're gonna make sure that we pay attention and don't just jump out off the roof just because it's a name that's very popular and demonizing right now. And we have zero allegiance to Diddy. We've done countless videos throughout the years on his very questionable practices when it comes to the industry and very questionable practices when it comes to his person. But that don't mean we about to just go ahead and throw salt on a wound that doesn't necessarily need to be open. And that's the murder of Tupac Shakur that happened damn near 30 years ago. 2026 would be 30 years.
Damn.
And now we just finding out today, 28 years later, that there was a $1 million bounty. That's not that much. That's so easy to trace back. Somebody would have came back with receipts so goddamn fast on that situation. Our heads would have spun. Diddy would have been in jail 20 years ago.
Right.
I just don't believe it, man.
Right. And it's like, come on, man. Yeah, like you said, that shit would have been solved, man.
For $1 million?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's again, this dude, did he get out? He never got out though, did he? Keefe
No, he's
D.
still in there?
They kept, I know he got his bail granted, and I think they retracted it for whatever reason.
Then you look at the location in Vegas. Like, Pac, obviously Pac was born out here on the East Coast. He's born in Baltimore.
Right.
But Pac was a West Coast dude. Pac died out West. So Diddy calling shots out on the coast where he was threatened to? I don't know, bro. I don't know. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we'll see over the next couple of months. But to me, this thing is kind of dead. This whole, like, just even like it wasn't really that big of a story when he got arrested, like you would think it would be. Keefe D.
Nah.
Like, people just don't really care no more like that.
I don't think people believe. I think people kind of, the people that watched it and witnessed it and have been dealing with it the last 20 plus 30 years, they already kind of know that dude seemed like he's being scapegoated. We've heard him run his mouth. We heard it. It was like, we ain't taking that shit seriously.
Right.
We don't know if they ever going to really solve it because we think that there was some other forces involved to get them out the way, even bigger than Diddy. So we'll see.
Right. Now, Biggie, his murder was never, they didn't say it was murder, did they?
Nope.
Wow.
Got questions, but no answers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's weird. So we'll move on, man, I guess, you know, with that whole thing, but rest in peace. I remember when we first, like, the Tupac story has been so hot for so long. Even when we started, I remember, like, when we first started doing this, and you put, like, a Tupac video up, a conspiracy or whatever, I talked about it, it would fucking blow up.
Yep.
But over the last couple of years, it seems like 4 or 5 years, it kind of died down. But last thing, what do you think, speaking of Diddy, Why is it got so silent with Diddy besides the situation? Like, what happened to the FBI indictment? What happened to, the feds moving in and all that? Like, what the hell is going on out here?
I don't know, but we talked about it. What 2-3 months ago?
Yeah,
We're really going to be paying attention to the timing of this, and the longer things go by, the clearer the picture will be. I don't know if the picture is cleared any, but to me, the longer it goes, when you got people that have raided your home and you have all of this stuff and you have videos being leaked and all of this stuff, you would think that if there was something tangible,
right,
stopping them, put homeboy in jail.
right.
Unless their intent was never to do that, unless their intent was to receive information, unless their intent was to publicly destroy this man's character so that he can no longer really go out there and obtain financial wealth and secure his financial situation the way he used to. Maybe that was the ultimate goal, mission accomplished. But I don't know, the longer it goes, the more I got my eye out like, there's a little more to this story than I think. I know people hate that. We're cynical, we're this, we're that. He's an abuser, he's this. Yeah, he's an abuser, but we don't know if he's going to jail.
And I think even like, if he don't get indicted, I think he's the type of dude that'll be able to make his way back slowly but surely into the spotlight, slowly but surely getting deals, slowly but surely doing music. I feel like he can make his, begin to even another like liquor deal or something like that. I don't think that would necessarily stop that.
Why is that?
Because I think he's at a point where money wise and fame wise, that if nothing happens from this, because all we got is the video now.
Yeah.
That people are just going to forget about it.
Time will heal that wound.
Time will heal that wound. Now, there might be some things and certain things that won't deal with him. I get it. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to be like, by any means, like, broke. Or lost, his net worth is $800 million and goes to $50 million. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Now, one thing I say about dude is I don't see him just going away, tucking and hiding, and just kind of...
Exactly.
I don't see him doing that at all.
Yeah, he's going to be out there.
He's going to be out there. He just that's the level of arrogance he has. So, like, the second he's clear of, like, charges and the second he's clear to move, Diddy moving. Like, he'll drop shit and let people comment. Diddy don't really care, dog. He'll drop something on whatever, and he'll let people rip his ass apart, pulse in the comments, and he don't even care, dog. So, yeah, once he get clearance... He gonna be back out. Whether or not he'll be back to where he used to. Got my bad.
No, you can't turn them comments off. You gotta leave them on.
He let it ride. I respect him for that. He let that shit ride.
Yeah, that's coward shit. Nigga turn his comments off.
There be people that do it.
Yeah, I see it.
He ain't one of them.
I seen E40 turn his comments off.
Damn, for real.
When he did the him and Fat Joe did the thing for one of them candidates, maybe for Joe Biden.
That's because he got a couple dollars. He ain't want to hear that shit. Let me get my money and leave me the fuck alone, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
And like, no matter what, like, you could ignore a couple people, but if 50, 100
it's hard, man.
People hitting you, every time you look at your phone, you seeing this shit?
Nope.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
You're not opening your Instagram. You're going to have fuck 10,000 comments. Your inbox going to be crazy. You seeing 2-3 of them things. I don't care who you are.
And that inbox is a little bit more personal. That's why hitting your inbox, like, nigga, you a bitch or something like that.
Oh, you took a time to say this, bro? All right.
Yeah, like, you got some nerve, motherfucker.
You feeling some type of way. Hopefully I don't see your ass, bastard. But nah, man. We'll see what happens, bro.
Yeah, man. But definitely, man, great episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. That's your brother Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. On your brother, Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored, together with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.
Peace.